Mr. Steele. Dinner and a movie, Mr. Steele?
Come
Mr.
on.
Steele?
Yes?
We'll settle that question between the two of us. I hear you, Mr. Steele. You too, Mr. Steele. Are we still talking baseball, Mr. Steele? Home, Mr. Steele.
Indeed.
I'm with you, Mr. Steele. Oh, Mr. Steele. I'm counting on it, Mr. Steele. Don't bet on it, Mr. Steele. Don't be too hard on yourself, Mr. Steele. Oh, Mr. Steele, what a hairy chest you have. So macho, so manly. Good morning, Mr. Steele. Any ideas, Mr. Steele? Mr. Steele. Mr. Steele, please, I've got a headache. I don't know, Mr. Steele. Perhaps you'd like to fill me in on the case, Mr. Steele. What we have here is a game, Mr. Steele. But, Mr. Steele, my cat doesn't have any claws. This blazer, Mr. Steele.
Yeah.
It's Steele. I knew I could count on you, Mr. Steele. I've searched the world for you, Mr. Steele. It's a long, complicated story, Mr. Steele. I created you, remember, Mr. Steele? Why, Mr. Steele, whatever do you mean? Mr. Steele, I think People magazine has turned your mind to mush.
No.
Mr. Steele, I'll let you explain to Barbara Walters out there just how far we've gotten.
He has survived
Mr.
and was
Steele.
later recovered. Bye.
Hurry up, Mr. Steele. Don't dawdle. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Steele? Please, Mr. Steele. Mr. Steele. Mr. Steele. Up a little early, aren't we? To work, Mr. Steele?
Yeah.
Really, Mr. Steele, it's a personal matter. I wouldn't want to trouble you. Hazards of the trade, Mr. Steele.
You're right.
Icy calm, Mr. Steele, remember? I understand, Mr. Steele. Please, Mr. Steele, please. Need I remind you, Mr. Steele, that you may have been murdered last night? Mr. Steele. I'm learning, Mr. Steele.
So you are, Miss Holt. So you are.